ARMY were stunned by a startling admission from Taehyung of BTS, who finally spoke out about Jungkook's condition after reports circulated that the maknae had been rushed to hospital. The moment occurred during a brief live broadcast on Weverse, lasting approximately 10 minutes, during which Taehyung in a serious tone declared, "I cannot stay silent any longer about Jungkook's condition at this time." A statement that immediately provoked panic among fans and sparked various new speculation. Taehyung's statement emerged only days after the public was shaken by rumors that Jungkook required medical attention following his birthday. However, those rumors were briefly quashed when photographs of Jungkook with Taehyung at a gym circulated widely. Jungkook appeared to steel himself, displaying a fit and spirited demeanor, although some fans judged that his gaze betrayed fatigue. Taehyung's presence at the gym seemed to signal that Jungkook's condition was fine. Yet Taehyung's admissio. Taehyung, known for rarely discussing the personal conditions of other members publicly, this time appeared unable to hold back. In his live broadcast, he emphasized that what is seen on camera does not always reflect reality. He stressed that ARMY deserved to know part of the truth, while acknowledging there remain privacy boundaries that must be respected. His brief remarks struck a heavy blow to the global fanbase, for HYB and BTS have long been known to protect a positive image and seldom are. Panic among ARMY escalated as Taehyung appeared emotional in his delivery. Although he did not provide medical specifics, the weight of his tone and the seriousness of his expression indicated that Jungkook's health issue was not merely a rumor. Many fans on social media began to speculate whether Jungkook was still in recovery after intensive treatment, or whether other factors compelled Taehyung to speak. The photograph of Jungkook at the gym with Taehyung, initially regarded as evidence that the maknae was well, was reinterpreted. Some fans highlighted small details such as a bandage briefly visible on an arm, a paler than usual facial expression, and body gestures that seemed to conceal exhaustion. Visual analysis by ARMY further reinforced suspicions that Jungkook may indeed be struggling with a condition more serious than it appeared. HYB has yet to issue an official statement regarding Taehyung's comment. This silence raises major questions. Is the agency intentionally delaying clarification to protect Jungkook's privacy, or are they crafting a particular narrative to prevent public alarm? ARMY, accustomed to scrutinizing HYB's communication patterns, contend that delayed information only fuels wild rumors. Many fans also noted Taehyung's courage in speaking up. As an idol deeply concerned with the welfare of his groupmate, Taehyung was seen as stepping beyond strict protocol by offering a personal statement in public. This suggests a strong impulse within him not to leave ARMY in uncertainty any longer. This phenomenon demonstrates that the relationship between BTS and their fans is not merely an artist-supporter bond, but an emotionally deep connection. Every small detail, from a glance to a brief remark in a live broadcast, becomes material for extended discussion among ARMY. In this case, Taehyung's admission not only affirms a serious matter, but also reveals that inter-member solidarity supersedes image preservation. Meanwhile, speculation continues to proliferate. Some theorize that Jungkook is recuperating from excessive physical exhaustion, while others link this to other undisclosed health issues. Regardless, Taehyung's message is clear. Jungkook needs time, care, and full support, not tiring speculation. This incident also underscores how vulnerable idols' health can be despite their polished appearances before the camera. Behind the strong performances and perennial smiles lie physical and mental pressures that can deplete one's energy. Taehyung, through his bravery, signaled to ARMY that behind the scenes the members are human, susceptible, and deserving of understanding. Now the world's attention is focused on the next steps to be taken by HYB and BTS. Will they release an official clarification soon? Or will they opt to let Taehyung's statement stand as the sole indicator? One thing is certain. ARMY worldwide are now in a state of profound uncertainty, awaiting answers while hoping for Jungkook's best health. ARMY were again stirred not only by the content of Taehyung's Weverse Live, but also by the array of speculations that followed after the brief remark. We must ask further. To what extent can the public trust narratives based solely on short video clips, screenshots, and fans' subjective interpretations? Are we genuinely convinced that Taehyung's serious expression constitutes concrete evidence of Jungkook's impaired health? Or is it merely a collective perception shaped by ARMY's emotional bias? If Jungkook is indeed in a vulnerable state, why has the agency not issued an official statement? Conversely, if this is fabricated, what motives you? It should be remembered that much of the information circulating is sourced from social media, with very low levels of verification. Video snippets on TikTok, tweets on Twitter, and interpretive content on YouTube often become primary references, despite not all having a solid factual basis. Is it prudent to accept all such information as absolute truth? Or are we instead trapped in a whirlpool of hoaxes crafted to appear convincing? On one hand, Taehyung's admission carries emotional weight that is difficult to dismiss. On the other hand, the paucity of clear information leaves the public susceptible to misleading speculation. Should we not question the authenticity of every fragment of statement that is disseminated? Has the live segment been properly contextualized? Or are there parts deliberately omitted to strengthen a particular narrative? This question becomes more urgent when observing how mainstream media and online news channels exploit this issue to increase clicks, viewers, and engagement. Is it possible that the narrative of Jungkook is ill, or Taehyung speaks out, is being glorified to manufacture sensation? If so, then we as information consumers have been commodified, with our panic, anxiety, and concern utilized for media traffic. Are we willing to have our emotions manipulated for such ends? Skepticism is an essential attitude to adopt in confronting this situation. Let not our affection for BTS blind us to the critical reasoning we ought to maintain. Are we too quick to believe simply because the source is an idol we love? Have we thoroughly tested the information through official statements, medical reports, or clarifications from authorized parties? Or do we merely rely on the narrative emerging across social media, which can indeed be manipulated by anyone? Moreover, this phenomenon opens a broader space for reflection. Why do rumors about Jungkook become viral so rapidly? Is it because he is the most spotlighted magne? Or because the public craves drama regarding idols' private lives? If so, are we reinforcing a culture of sensational consumption that ultimately harms the artists themselves? Should Jungkook's health be preserved quietly rather than turned into a matter of mass speculation? In this context, the question to pose to every reader is, do we genuinely believe that Taehyung has unveiled a great truth that has been hidden all this time? Or are we absorbing a staged narrative made to appear dramatic? Could it be that articles, news, and even scripts like this very text are merely components of sensationalism that exploit public panic? We cannot ignore that the Korean entertainment industry, including BTS, often operates with highly polished and calculated communication strategies. Therefore, the next question: is it possible that HYB as an agency intentionally allowed the rumor to circulate to keep media attention on BTS? If so, then is the ARMY's present panic merely a side effect of said strategy? Are we as fans prepared to accept that our emotions may be used as a marketing instrument? Therefore, it is important to recall that truth is not something to be taken verbatim from a single source. All information requires verification with data, official clarifications, and broader context. Have we done so? Or are we merely following the emotional current built by social media narratives? We invite every reader to exercise restraint, reflect on their personal reactions, and question the truth behind these events. Do not be quick to believe, do not panic easily, and do not allow our love for BTS to be exploited by interested parties. Let us together ask, is this fact, or merely an intentionally created illusion? Are we witnessing reality, or an artifice manufactured for attention? The information we present here is drawn from various media sources, including TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and other online portals. However, it must be emphasized that the veracity of these reports still requires further verification. Therefore, we reaffirm the importance of maintaining a skeptical, reflective, and critical stance in responding to any news. Are you prepared to stop being a passive viewer and become an active, critical reader willing to question every narrative you receive? Thank you for following this discussion to the end. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel so you do not miss the latest updates. And most importantly, keep thinking critically. Is this event real or merely a contrivance?